After being in the water for some time, the king drifted in and out of consciousness, mumbling between brief, lucid moments. Where are my children? What's happened? Why are we in the water? But he was never awake long enough for Bruandi to answer. Nearby, Salhuta was crying. He was cold, shaking, in shock. "Come on, my little friend," said Bruandi. "I'm counting on you to be a man. Your father needs us. We need to swim and keep swimming until we find dry land. If you keep moving, you'll warm up." The young boy tried to focus. "My father needs me. We need to swim. I need to find Mai!" he shouted. She was in the kitchen. They turned, searching for the ship, and then they saw it. The Shalapoon sinking, disappearing into the deep, cold, dark water. "Come on, Salhuta!" Bruandi shouted. "We can't help Mai now. She's gone. We can help others, and your father needs help. Swim and don't stop. The storm is almost upon us." Salhuta forced himself forward, swimming beside Bruandi. But the waves were rising, higher and higher. Each movement became harder, each breath more desperate. And then, from nowhere, something massive struck them. A violent crash, and everything went black. The king felt cold. Pain surged through his body. He tried to move his arms, but they felt heavy. He was soaked, shivering, his teeth chattering uncontrollably. Slowly, he opened his eyes. Sand, rocks, trees, his vision blurred. He rolled over and saw blue sky, drifting clouds. Where was he? Where's my children? Where's my children? Adrenaline surged through him, strength returned. He forced himself up, looking around wildly. "Salhuta! Mai! Bruandi!" he shouted in despair. Again and again, silence threatened to answer, until, "Father, Father, we're here." The king turned and ran toward the voice. There, on the rocks, lay his son and Bruandi. He rushed to them, pulling them into his arms. Relief overwhelming but incomplete. "Where's Mai?" he demanded. Salhuta broke down. "I'm sorry, father. She didn't get out of the ship." The king froze, then dropped to his knees. "What do you mean? She didn't get out of the ship?" Bruandi lifted his head, weak but steady. "The ship is gone, your majesty. Mai was still in the kitchen. I'm sorry." "No!" the king cried out. He turned toward the sea, raising his fist to the sky. "Why, God, why? You've taken my Mai. She's only a child." Grief overwhelmed him. He collapsed onto the ground, broken, lost in despair. "Your majesty," Bruandi said quietly, "I know it's hard, but we need to find shelter and start a fire before we die from the cold and shock. Please, focus. We must save what we have left." The king lay still, grief tearing through him, but deep down he knew Bruandi was right. Through trembling breath he whispered, "God be with you, my precious daughter. Only he can save you now." Slowly, painfully he rose, and with what strength remained, he helped his son and Bruandi away from the rocks and onto dry land.